Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's
had a shot! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Schneider with the short one. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. This is their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And here's Schneider. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the shot goes for a shot! That's another chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Shevchenko! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Gerrard. Zanetti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Neymar shot a goal! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! A finish of true class! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This
just a kick, and Shevchenko! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Zanetti. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's all alone. Batistuta! Goal, Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Paris Saint-Germain with the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last...
And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's Lopez. And he's intervened well there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And no, he's seen through all of that. That is a... And Shevchenko! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A momentary lapse, merciful... Oh, shooting chance! It's fallen kindly here. Goal, Paris Saint-Germain! And they've got their lead back. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? White puts them all in. Rijkaard. Akanji gets across to intercept that. Now there's a fine ball. Now it's Shevchenko. And here's Raul. Space for him to turn and look.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Azar. Now it's Azar. He is through here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Arsenal are still behind as we reach out for half-time. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Neymar. And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rijkaard. Vermeer. Played out towards the right wing. Zanetti. And it's skewed away. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Schneider.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Shevchenko. Messi. Batistuta. Oh, easy pickings there. Lopez. And he's in on goal. And the shot. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This possibly the last play of the half. Schneider plays it short. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So the last big chance, perhaps, before half-time. Zanetti. Hazard. Shoots! It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is.
And that is indeed the final act. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
By any measurement, this really has been a remarkable half of football. Despite all the things we witnessed, somehow we're still level. Arsenal get the second half going. And it's Shevchenko. And that is a little undercooked. Gerrard. Looking for options for movement. And this is Messi. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Robertson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty...
He's in one-on-one. Shevchenko! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Looking for a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Schneider goes short. And here's Schneider. Great chance! And it's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Akanji kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Hazard, and there's green grass ahead of him. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier...
Tries a shot! Rijkaard. Fermin has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Rijkaard. Gerrard. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Now it's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. It's Neymar! And he hits the net. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Paris Saint-Germain now just needing one.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
That'll be a corner.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain...
Decent chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Schneider is offering a wry smile there.
Corner count is rising. That's 6. Shevchenko. That's tidy. Schneider. And he's gone backward here. Lovely. There's the shot!
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate.
And the shot! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Couldn't squeeze it through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lopez. Oh, it's a great ball here. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Zanetti. Fermin simply refused to be outdone there. Brilliantly cut out. Schneider, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's found a way through. And here's Lopez, looking to play. He's having a shot! And a neat finish.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Rijkaard. Just 5 minutes left. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Hazard, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Shevchenko. Robertson. And Shevchenko. Rijkaard. Threads one in. Zanetti cuts it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
White spots it and intercepts. Can he get it through? Messi has it in a wide position. That's very neat. Azar. There will be 4 extra minutes. Oh, what a mistake! And again! And no mistake! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist?
Nice.
And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
Gets a good foot in there. That pass has been well intercepted. Mbappe is onto this. He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And we have our very first corner. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. That's been slipped through. Shevchenko! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And they've been given a corner. And it's been taken short. He's had a shot! Milan have the chance to go the other way.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bernardo Silva looking to receive it in space. He's cut it out. A header! Goal, Milan! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So, a breakthrough already. That is a great pick out. And it's Tonali. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, shooting chance!
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Lofted in. And the ball is out of play.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 14.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
That looks a cracking ball. Header! And one more try! And he's stuck it away! And they're threatening to fly away here! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It's a pretty loose pass. Distributed tidily. Benatia cuts out the pass. Shapes to shoot! Kimmich. Tonali. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. Some resolute defending there. He's having a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number
Corner
11,
number 2 then.
Schneider. Number 17, Shevchenko.
Roll!
Number 21.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
22, Bale.
Zanetti promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Raul. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe, and he's being shifted off it. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Xabi Alonso powering forward here. Oh, that's fabulous. A corner it is then. Corner number 3 coming up. Arsenal can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. And it's made its way to him. He's one-on-one, surely! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. An exchange of stares, and here we go. And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Can he finish? Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Lopez. Bernardo Silva touches it back. And he's only too happy to take that back. Fermi. Bale. Now it's Mbappe. Hazard, very much a man of this moment. And here's Mbappe. Can he finish? Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. The midway point of the game.
I think it shows you the danger of not killing off the game when you've got the opportunity. It might be level on paper, Peter, but we know who has the momentum now to go on and win this.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2.
Substitution in progress.
Milan kick off the second half. He's had it taken off him. Fermi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Hazard. Milan can't breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That's been slipped through. Tonali. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Hazard. Oh, this is a chance! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity.
Getting up there! No, just not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Now it's Mbappe. And here's Raul. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nicely weighted ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Mbappe. Kimmich. Shot could be on. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Almost an hour gone. Great ball. It's
The
Raul!
attendance for this match was 62.
An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
And here's Mbappe.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's in one-on-one. Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, easy pickings there. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Substitutions taking place.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Mbappe. It's a goal kick. Mazraoui. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. What's going wide left? He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played, well played. Vermi. And it's Fernandez. He's picked his way through. Threads one in. He's found Vermi! And yes, it's there! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling. Takes a shot!
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Zanetti. And here's Mbappe. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And this is Bale. That's a shade optimistic. Fernandez. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Fermin unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. Fernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Fermin receives it in a good position here. Zanetti. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And he's in a chance! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. While there is here a great sense of expectation, as to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. We are just getting started. Takes a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Rijkaard. And it's Azar. Mbappe. Robertson. Terrific effort! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Hazard. Oh, good take in a good area. Well read, and the danger is averted. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Looking tidy in possession here. He's having a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Fermin. And it's Schneider. And it's Serginho. Now it's Guirassy. Fermin. Now it's Mbappe. Failed in acres of space out wide. Lopez. He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Fermin really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Arsenal with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Chance! Goal! Arsenal! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Besiktas finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He's picked his way through, and he whips it across. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting. There could be trouble here. Chance, surely! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front. Bale duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Arsenal leading now. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Serginho, great vision. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And a chance! No, just not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Now it's Guirassy. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now that looks a decent ball. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Serginho. Casemiro. And it's Schneider. Oh, that's clever. Good read, needed to be. Shot a goal! And that's a tidy finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Guirassy at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And now they can spring out of defence. Looking to pass their way up. Guirassy! Goal! Besiktas! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Besiktas with the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, that was vital. Messi. And that is a little undercooked. And the finish! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Arsenal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Messi. Now it's Girassi. That has been cut short. Rijkaard. And it's Lopez. Knocks it into space. He is through here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's cut it out. Schneider. Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for move. And the shot! That's really well manoeuvred. He's having a hit! That was mighty close. Hazard.
There will be 3 minutes.
Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Serginho. And the pass is intercepted. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Not the most convincing of passes. Casemiro. Serginho. That's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And it's half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He'll try from distance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Casemiro. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Schneider. Casemiro. And it's Lopez. Can he get on the end of this? Besiktas needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, that's been cut out. Well played.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Hernandez gets across to intercept that. Tries to pass it through. And he skips past his man. It's a good look. Towering header! They want to be quick to recover this.
The
Rijkaard.
attendance for this match was 60,179.
Now it's Bale. He's in a great position here. Tries to play it through. That is a great pick out. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Arsenal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That is good alertness. Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Some really good ball movement. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, he's onto this. He's got away. Ball comes in. And the ball is out of play.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Oh, that's well spotted. That has not gone well. Dani Olmo. And here's Dembele. He's found space here. Ball played for Rijkaard.
This is the time you need that pace.
Valverde. Dembele. Oh, that is good. He's going for goal! Oh! Fantastic! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
73 minutes.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Besiktas now in a position far more desirable.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Now it's Hazard. Hazard proves just a little bit too strong. And he's definitely onside. Great chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
And it's Bale. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe. Besiktas are looking to break at pace. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe ploughing through the middle. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved. Steady.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Can he finish? And that's a good finish. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Just one in it now.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Hazard. That is a brilliant interception. Arsenal. Oh, shooting chance! It goes to show he is human after all. And he's had it nicked away. Looking for the run. Pass is just off target. It's a pretty loose pass. Dani Olmo. And it's made its way to him.
Besiktas nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Looking to play him in. Dani Olmo.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Mbappe. Oh, it's Dembele.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's good play. And he was alert to it. That pass has been well intercepted. And there goes the final whistle. Again, that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established.